GG.
How
you doing, guys? All good, all good.
We're alive, unlike some people.
Straight away. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I can't wait.
Yeah, he's a character for sure. Well, he was, but you know, at least heaven is now secure. No, definitely no hacking into the cloud now, is there?
Yeah.
Let's face it.
That's it, 100%.
It was interesting,
yeah.
wasn't it? Because it was the day he got the extradition to the US.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, because he has publicly tweeted in the past, not that long ago, that like, if I air quotes suicide, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know, and he recently.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Because he's extradited to the US, which means he was going to get arrested in the US, and obviously the best way to get out of a prison sentence in the US is to whistleblow, isn't it? And he apparently because McAfee security was like, he had a lot of information on certain people about different stuff online, so it's all very interesting. And the thing is, he was quite a polarizing character. He's like, he always carried a bit of cockiness, like,
massively.
if I do get arrested, I don't really care because there's nothing you can do with me because I've got information. It's that kind of cockiness.
Epstein vibes.
Epstein had it, but he
but not as bad as Epstein.
We don't know, but it'll probably all come out that he was. But
for sure.
Afterwards they have to.
Some miraculous files. Now he's not here to defend himself. It's like, oh yeah, he was a prolific paedophile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watched this video, and like some of the stuff he was up to in Borneo, essentially a warlord.
Yeah, to be fair, like it's not the, I'm not going to lose any sleep over him dying.
Yeah.
He wasn't the nicest guy ever, but it's definitely But
the thing is,
dodgy as fuck.
The stuff that he was doing, you can only do that if you've got absolute balls of steel.
Yeah.
That you're not going to do time, because really prison is a thing that stops us from doing lots of things, isn't it? It's like, well, I better not go and take that from the shop because I might go to prison, or I better not smash that cunt over the head who cut in front of me earlier because I might go to prison. So it stops you doing a lot. But he kind of had this thing where he did not really give a shit.
Nah.
And,
it was funny, by the way. I used to rock about with he'd have 2 or 3 trucks just full of guys with AK-47s and fucking a whole militia.
Yeah. He used to hire gang people, corrupt cops, all sorts of stuff. And apparently they got to a point where there was a town in Borneo or something where he set the curfew time. If you're out past a certain time, you'd be shot. The dude is as fruity as they come, from what I could gauge.
Yeah, funny guy.
Yeah, he's
funny guy.
Made his millions from the internet security kind of boom. But apparently, I don't know if he sold it off, but he dropped his responsibility back in like 1994.
Yeah, it got sold off for billions. Like
in the 90s.
Yeah. He sold off for like billions of pounds, and then he's done loads of weird stuff after that. He's like quite into the old crypto game, whether it's like.
Yeah, he made millions pumping and dumping, didn't he?
Why. I think that's why he was getting done though, because he didn't
declare it.
Didn't declare his crypto.
Well, apparently he didn't declare anything.
Right, okay.
For about 8 years, like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely more to it all than we know for sure.
Yeah.
But it does show that they will fucking get you in the end. Do you know what I mean? There's how much money you got, your power, like they'll get you at some point, like whoever they are.
Unless you've got McAfee security.
Yeah, that will cover you. But yeah,
interesting character though.
Really, really was, and but from what I could gauge as well, he made a hell of a lot of enemies over the years.
He definitely had people killed.
Yeah.
But again, he although he didn't mind ordering people to get killed and that, he didn't seem like he'd do anything himself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He'd always like pay, and that's I think that's it's always going to bite you on the arse, isn't it? If you're paying, you got all this money and you're paying people, there's always going to be people who are going to come back on you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Or who people got leverage on you.
Yeah. Apparently he had like about $100 million, and then he just lost it all. Well, say I lost it all. He had about 5 or 10 million left, and then that's when he fucked off to like South America.
Right. Okay. What prison was he in? Because it said it was Spanish, but it was.
Yeah, he was arrested in Spain over U.S. tax evasion charges. In a prison cell near Barcelona, apparently. But yeah, shortly after his extradition. But the thing is, because although he said, if I commit suicide, it wasn't me. He was then being extradited back for his crimes. So there is obviously potential that he just shat the bed.
Had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did look at that because he's 74, and it said that when he's extradited, he would get 30 years.
Yes, that's it, isn't it?
So even on good behaviour, like and the country is not. They're probably gunning for him to stay.
The only thing with that for me though is if you're going for the rest of your life, you ain't got nothing to lose, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a weird one.
I do know what you mean, but he
said he was happy, didn't he? In the Spanish,
he was tweeting pictures and stuff.
I mean, how the fuck do you tweet from?
Yeah,
but that's common because that other guy was tweeting the guy who did the big internet drug thing. They made a film about it recently. Summit Road.
Oh, I was going to say El Chapo.
Silk Road?
Silk Road, yeah. He's been tweeting. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird.
Where are they all getting these laptops from, or iPhones, or whatever?
And then, even then, like, when the tweets are out, it's evidence that they have phones and stuff. So surely...
That's what I mean, yeah. Unless they're allowed, like, 1 tweet a day.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Limited to 140 characters. Imagine that. But McAfee, right? He ran for president in 2016.
Yeah.
And that was it. In that video I was watching, someone about 5 days ago, was like, I'm going to vote for McAfee in the presidential election of 2024. I was like, don't know about that one now.
His spirit lives on.
Yeah. But yeah, he formed... he was a candidate of the newly formed political party, the Cyber Party. It's all going cyber, isn't it?
I mean, McAfee, he was pretty cool until I found out a piece of information about him.
What was
and then that kind of...
Was it a piece?
Jimmy?
Was that piece to do with
when he finally
pieces
got it off his
coming out?
chest.
Yeah.
So John McAfee,
Yeah.
allegedly, possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
Used to
Definitely.
like, yeah,
Definitely.
like
That's what they call it
females
now. Getting
yeah.
McAfee'd.
dropping the kids off on his chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Is it on his face or on his chest? Or is it just anywhere?
Both, yeah. No. So one thing I found hilarious is so he used
Sorry,
to have,
John.
he used to have a what do you call it? The thing you put between two trees.
Yeah.
What's it like? Not like a canopy.
Hammock?
A hammock.
Yeah.
So he used to have a hammock, and the hammock had a slit in it, and they would lie in the hammock, and then from the hammock they would do their business, and he would just be lying underneath.
How did that even come
get-
about?
Getting amongst it.
How does that?
Fucking hell.
Do you mind just shitting on my chest? Like,
But like the
From a hammock?
thought process to
The
introduce
premeditation
Yeah.
of imagine
You'd
having that
think, though,
conversation.
A guy who could come up with a security system to stop hackers would come up with a better
Yeah.
system for.
As well, like,
this is my prototype.
you know, if someone's saying that to me, I don't think I could go lying down. You know what I mean? I think I'd have to. You think he would have built some sort of toilet system?
Yeah.
McAfee
Definitely.
hammocks.
Cafe hammock.
Why is there a slit in this hammock?
Yeah.
It's a McAfee hammock.
Like one, you know, those things you get like V Festival where it just like drops into nowhere and then
Yeah.
it's just at the bottom.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
swimming.
Silage pit.
He's just in there,
Yeah.
just like a shower.
Never trust a hammock with a slit.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%.
Can't be good for the hammock. Can't be good for the stability of the hammock.
Nah, because surely that'll get worse, won't it?
Yeah. Unless maybe he had it stitched up into like a bit of a circle. That's what I'd do.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, if it rains, it's just it's you know, it doesn't
Drainage.
get all in the it's drainage."
Right.
Ah.
Fair play. Fair play.
Hammocks with drainage.
I see why you're a millionaire. John. I see why you're a millionaire.
There's a bit.
Oh.
There's a bit of brown around this rim, mate. What's that about?
Always innovating, John. Always innovating.
Fuck's sake. I'm just having a look. I'm just looking on his Wikipedia page. See if... There's nothing about poo on here, to be fair, from what I can see. But obviously, I doubt that would make the
Top 10.
make the page. But yeah, McAfee's death sparked internet conspiracy theories in the manner resembling Epstein didn't kill himself. Several times he has said that if he were ever found dead by hanging, it would mean he was murdered. But then again, if you maybe had that in mind, it would, like, I don't mean any disrespect or anything like that, or to be insensitive, but if you had that in mind to do that, but then you said, it adds that intrigue, doesn't it? It's like, ooh, you know.
What's interesting is that that's the only way, really, that you can go in it. Like in prison, like obviously someone else could stab you, but then it needs another person.
Yeah,
you can't really get access to pills, or well, I suppose you could get in places, but
the cunt's on Twitter. Of course, you can get some.
Yeah, that's true. It's just it's a very convenient way for someone to go.
Yeah,
because if you did want to cover something up, I think, like I say, I think it'd be very easy to do it if the right people were agreed to it.
Yeah, and also I might be making this up. I'm pretty sure I'm not, because I'm sure I read about it with the Epstein case. It's something to do with, like, if it's concluded that it's a suicide, the investigation stops, which is convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just wrapped up and done.
Yeah.
And also, again, like, hard to, like, who, you know, he's not defending himself.
Yeah.
So it's like he's the only one there. Just it weighs very much. So if you did want to get rid of someone,
and I guess with what he was facing, if he does have dirt on people, you'd think he would use that to get out of it, and so obviously that's potentially what they fear.
I don't get it. It's like, how the fuck? Because, like, say, even with the Epstein thing, like, it's such a small. Do you know what I mean? Like, they know that this happens.
He made
in
a little.
prisons.
Apparently, he made like a little hammock.
Cut a hole in the middle and put an anchor drop in it.
Again, it's like as well. They're going to be under probably suicide watch because after you just find out your sentence of 30 years, you're 74. That's the time you're going to put someone under suicide watch.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's all very convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, and his wife has come out and claimed that the US government wanted him to die in prison, writing on Twitter, John's honesty has often gotten him in trouble with corrupt governments and corrupt governments officials because of his outspoken nature and his refusal to be extorted, intimidated or silenced. Now the US authorities are determined to have John die in prison to make an example of him for speaking out against the corruption within their government agencies. Minutes after the report of his death, an image of the letter Q was posted on his Instagram feed. Since he died, his account has been taken down.
Did you see the Q?
No, I didn't.
Basically, just a massive Q on his Instagram. His last post was just a big letter Q.
Ooh.
With nothing.
Saying here, possibly in reference to QAnon conspiracy theories.
The thing is, it's a bit like him going on about the government being corrupt. It's like, well, you can't really pull that card because as soon as you got a bit of power, you had trucks full of people with guns going around like being corrupt. So it's not like it's not like he'd have got in power and been different. He'd have been as corrupt as they come.
Yeah. Does seem like the character though who wanted people to know him and he was that kind of guy, wasn't he? So if he was going to kill himself, I suppose him putting out that he's saying, if you ever find me,
like the legend lives on.
Yeah, maybe he's just like, fuck these cunts. I'm going to be remembered by the conspiracy theorists forever.
Yeah, I mean,
because the conspiracy theorists, they never let go, do they? They'll always remember you.
Yeah, we will, John. Yeah. We will.
McAfee forever.
Yeah,
I'd say we're talking about him. I
mean, he's made it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically on Joe Rogan. So.
I wonder if anything will come out now. Anything that'll be interesting. Whether we'll find out any random stuff we didn't know before, or whether it'll just.
Definitely, yeah. In about 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's all declassified.
Yeah.
When he is actually dead.
Yeah. That's another thing I thought. Yeah. Is like, with you know what I mean? Spanish prison, like a couple of million stashed away.
Do you reckon that kind of deal could be done? So someone's got a lot of information on the government, but they've also committed a lot of crimes where they have to go to prison. So they're like, the government are like, right, there's only one way we can do this.
Yeah.
You're going to have to die.
Yeah.
Go missing.
I think the government would have to be involved as well, because obviously there'd been an investigation, you need a body, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You need a body in that. So like whoever does, so all of those people, and then also the bit after, like if it was ever to come out again, it would show that the government's corrupt, which they got a lot on the line, didn't they? It'd be a hard deal to pull off. But
unless they do a face-off.
Probably, I think it'd be an easier deal if you weren't so famous, and if it wasn't like if it was a proper dodgy country.
Yeah.
He's
somewhere like Mexico where it's corrupt as fuck.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah, I think
it's easier to kill him.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. I think so. Because imagine him coming out now, like, or someone finding out he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Unless we just don't know enough about, maybe they do make fucking people disappear. Maybe there's places that we just don't know about that they can go to. But
they're like, we've got an island.
It's vacant.
It was recently freed up.
Yeah. Jeffrey's currently vacated. Loads of hammocks. He's like, the hammocks, have they got holes in them?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
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 Make sure you bring my sewing kit.
Yeah, fucking them. Fucking kill me.
Kill me off.
Oh dear.
Fucking hell. But yeah.
Rest in peace.
Apparently his lawyer saw him the day before or the day of. He was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, like, it was like with the Epstein thing, it's so in your face that you know, that he was done in.
Yeah.
It's like, how many...
The thing as well, what's the point of him doing it now? Like...
Yeah, he would have just killed himself when he first got arrested in Spain.
You know, it's like he's
Yeah.
going back to America. It's like, surely, if he, unless he just knew something, unless they've said, oh, you know, you're going back to America and like, we're gonna fucking do you there, or I don't know. Because surely, I don't know. American prisons can't be any worse than Spanish prison.
And also, like, if was he being extradited, but was that to go on trial? Because it's like 30 years being the worst case scenario, but he hasn't even given himself an opportunity to try and turn it around.
Yeah,
which is sus as well. Because like, okay, go to the trial, give all your information out, see if you can get it reduced or even overturned. If you can't, then do yourself in. And
also the nature of what it's getting done for, like fucking 30 years for not paying your taxes.
Yeah.
Like fucking hell, look at Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or fucking Bezos.
Yeah. No.
Like,
Jesus.
They should be up for life sentences.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen the Cayman Island videos.
I reckon that someone phoned him up and they're like, he's like, yeah, I'm getting sent to American prison. And they're like, what? They're like, do you know what they're doing there? He's like, no. He goes, hey, they shit on your chest. And he's like, fuck that.
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
Giorno. That's what I mean. He's not, you know, if he's into that, he's
probably into a lot of things.
He's probably into all sorts of stuff, isn't he? You know, he's probably not that bothered about prison.
I mean, it is pretty hardcore, isn't it? I mean, getting like literally just shit on your chest and being aroused, that's hardcore.
That is hardcore.
Yeah.
Pause on this site, go away.
And as well, he built an army. Like, he would just go into prison and be like, right, fucking, let's make an army.
Why did
get you all out of here? I know how to hack the computers to get us all new passports.
That's the thing. Like, what was he doing in Spain? If you got an army in Belize or wherever he was, just stay there with your army.
That's it.
Yeah, I think a bit of him loved. This is just my opinion, but I think a bit of him loved the drama. He loved to be a bit of a fugitive and running away, and like he just loved that sort of life. It says here that with the independent. Yeah, I mean he did it multiple times.
He could have retired after the old.
Oh mate,
once he sold McAfee, he was sorted, wasn't he? But he weren't content. He was like, I need to go and build an army.
Yeah, he loved it.
I need to start Coney 2012.
What's the best thing to do when you retire? It's nice, chilled out. Build an army.
Yeah, isn't it? It is one of my, you know, if you got that sort of, mind you, I say that sort of, I mean, he had 5 to 10 mil to his name apparently when he went to Belize. Now, obviously, that is nothing to be sniffed at, of course. But, you know, it's not like take over the world money, is it? You know?
It's chump change.
The thing is, I believe he had a lot more. I think, because obviously you've got loads in crypto. Yeah. I believe he had a lot more.
Well, this
you know, if you're getting done for tax evasion, whatever they're saying you've got, you're going to have a lot more. Yeah.
In that video, you just reminded me. He so basically, apparently, when he had at the height of all his money, apparently he was getting sued left, right, and centre. Like everyone wanted a piece. Yeah. And so there's a theory that the whole losing the 100 mil was bullshit to stop people from trying to sue him. So then, that gives more weight to go into Belize and start an army as well, doesn't it?
The thing is, it's like you sell McAfee for fucking billions. Like, how do you rinse billions.
Yeah. If you order like 10,000 AKs, that's probably pretty decent.
You get a
sum
bulk
of
buy.
money.
Bulk buy price. But yeah. I just wonder what.
Yeah, if you spunked $1 billion as well, having 5 million left isn't going to last you long.
Well,
what I don't get though, he built an army with 6 million. What's he done with $1 billion?
This is it.
Yeah.
He built the simulation.
McAfee was bought by Intel for 7.6 billion in 2010.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So I don't know how
What
much.
a waste of money.
Let's get Norton instead.
Yeah.
Jesus
But
Christ.
McAfee were like the first, apparently. He essentially figured it out.
I reckon Norton killed him.
Yeah. Shout out to Norton.
Big up Norton.
Yeah.
This is the antivirus game.
And McAfee be trusted. McAfee talks about his great antivirus. Still going, isn't it?
Who owns Norton?
John Norton.
Yeah.
Steve Norton.
More
and
of
John
a
McAfee.
more of a golden shower kind of guy.
Yeah. Definitely with his yellow logo.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nuts.
All shades of piss. I'll take it.
Oh,
Really
McAfee was
excited.
collared at the Barcelona airport on October 3rd, about to board a flight to Istanbul with a British passport. What was he doing?
A British passport?
Yeah, he's British American apparently.
Oh.
One of us. One of us.
He's one of our own.
John McAfee.
He's one of our own.
We don't need to claim him.
Oh man, so much fascinating shit on the internet about him, though.
Yeah, he's fucking.
He loves shit on his chest. He loves shit on his chest. Oh, John McAfee. He shit on his chest.
That's a really interesting character there.
Yeah.
He's
Can't
like an
wait for,
Elon
like,
Musk gone wrong, isn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Elon
he like?
Musk on meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is pretty much it.
Yeah.
He looks to me, when I look at him, all I see is Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
If you
fine.
combine
Love
Chuck
his
Norris,
guns as well.
Chuck Norris and Elon Musk, it's John McAfee.
McAfee.
Yeah. Fuck, his tweet was from Spanish prison. I am content. This is on the 15th of October. I am content in here. I have friends. The food is good. All is well. Know that if I hang myself, a la Epstein, it will be no fault of mine. Wow. That's mad. The US believes I've hidden crypto. I wish I did, but it has dissolved through the many hands of Team McAfee. Your belief is not required. And my remaining assets are all seized. My friends evaporated through fear of association. I have nothing, yet I regret nothing. And that was 9 days ago.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that I have nothing yet, I regret nothing. It's like fair play.
Yeah.
I mean, he got to 74 fucking with that kind of life. I think he was.
I mean, he
lucky
only
to get to that age.
only had 6 years left, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, in them 6 years, could he have created legendary status where people keep talking about him? No.
Yeah. True.
Now they do.
Yeah. He got $ whacked tattooed on his arm as well. Getting subtle messages from the US officials saying, in effect, we're coming for you, McAfee. We're going to kill yourself. I got a tattoo today just in case. If I suicided myself, I didn't. I was whacked. Oh, right, okay, I get it. Check my right arm. Well, there we go. He's proper leaning into this, isn't he? He's almost leaning into it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
It weren't me.
Yeah. It's a bit. Now, the more I'm reading about these tweets and that, it is a bit on the nose now, John. I mean,
Or on the chest, yeah.
oh dear.
So better.
But yeah. I remember you guys talking about him like in the early days of the pod, and I can't remember if it was like let's do an episode on him or if let's try and get him on. But yeah, we got around to it in the end, John.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
The documentary is like fascinating though.
Oh, hang on. So in June 2019, while claiming he was
tweeted
from Cuba,
we've got him on. It's live.
McAfee tweeted in 2019, "I've collected files on corruption in governments. For the first time, I'm naming names of and specifics. I'll begin with a corrupt CIA agent and two Bahamian officials. Coming today, if I'm arrested or disappear, 31 plus terabytes of incriminating data will be released to the press." Fucking hell.
He was playing with fire anyway.
Yeah, massively.
Do you know what I mean?
Swinging them balls around like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, well. He's fucked it now, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's the thing. He could have 10 million. He would have been all right. He could have just lived off that.
Oh yeah, 10 mil. But I suppose 10 mil, and everyone's trying to fucking do you out of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, take your money. Yeah. So, or even imagine like the governments like keep. I imagine he had a lot of money in crypto. I imagine his bank accounts getting shut down and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they do that, don't they? They got to pay they just stop all your bank accounts, just seize it all.
Really?
He must have pissed someone. He must have really pissed someone off.
Yeah.
John.
Fucking hell. He looks like a nutter.
Certified nutter.
Mad. Well, there we go. Fucking hell. It's John McAfee.
That is John McAfee.
The legend himself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All
Right,
right.
chat. How are we in the chat? How is everyone? How's your week been? That's quite something. A load of comments on McAfee. Does my McAfee antivirus still work? I'd imagine so, mate. I'd imagine so. I'm not being. The company's probably fucking running smoother now than it ever has, to be honest. If he was creating armies and stuff, I doubt he was associated with the company at that point.
Yeah, I think 2010 he had nothing more to do with it anyway.
Yeah,
it's just literally just the name.
How weird!
Well,
Sorry, what were you saying, Jeff?
No, I was gonna say if you had to get internet security today, you're just gonna type in McAfee, aren't you, straight away?
Yeah.
Maybe the company
Oh
killed him off, and they were like, "This could be such a big news story that it could elevate the."
Yeah.
I wonder what the shares are like in the company.
Yeah.
It's probably
It's definitely gone up on Google rankings.
Could be. That's what I mean. Could be some kind of shilling.
The ultimate shill.
It always like it's weird when like, McAfee separated from McAfee. Papa John is no longer part of Papa John. Like starting a company, having your name on it, and then it just like goes off, and you're no longer part of it, but it's still your namesake. I just think is really.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, McAfee could have had him killed off.
This is it.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I reckon they might have just killed him off for the marketing. You know what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend millions on marketing, or do you just fucking bump off the main man and then
all the
get
Google
spread all over
searches?
it?
Because even like while you're researching him, you're probably thinking, do you know what I could actually do with some antivirus?
Fucking hell, 6 months free trial.
Target the ads to people searching for his fucking death. Fucking hell.
6 months? That's more than he done in prison.
The share price is down a touch, but nothing major.
Just like,
Maybe bounce back in.
just imagine McAfee on trials. Like, I can offer you, judge. I can offer you 1 year McAfee completely free.
Yeah.
That change anything?
Drops all charges. Oh dear, oh dear.
It's at the highest it's ever been, though, the share price.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's probably been a little bit higher, but like...
Maybe
like
Steve
cents.
Norton killed him to bring the share price down.
Steve Norton.
Yeah.
Steve Norton Assassins.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
There's so many ways he could have died.
Yeah.
Maybe McAfee released the Hancock footage. Maybe. That's another thing, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Quality.
You heard apparently Boris Johnson's forgiven him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Christ.
So fucking funny. The main thing that's coming out of it is like in these interviews with the people, with the ministers, air quotes, defending him. It's like we're pretty sure that it was taken at a time where restrictions were lifted. It's like,
Yeah.
he's swinging it to be about restrictions. Quality. Apparently it was on my birthday. Apparently it was done on May the 6th. They were just celebrating my birthday.
What was it? 'Cause I haven't really seen much about it, but I've seen it. Obviously, I think it's kissing his...
Yeah, apparently he's just having an affair with his aide, but people are pissed off because, well, A, he's cheating on his wife, but also, you know, whilst telling everyone to social distance, he was necking on with his PA.
That's why I brought the bubble out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I created the bubble. He was like,
We need the bubble.
If this comes out, how do I get around it? But yeah.
It is weird, isn't it? It's like these fuckers are telling you what to do, and then they just don't give a shit themselves. So it's like, why? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do understand why people get annoyed. It's like, why the fuck should we even? If you're not abiding by it, don't expect us to.
Yeah. Apparently, there was when all the pubs were shut. I don't know if this is true, but it's something I read. Apparently, there's a
allegedly.
Pub. Yeah, allegedly, there's a pub near Westminster that they all go to, and apparently that they never closed it.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
They're always going to have like set rules in there.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, when they don't give nurses a pay rise and then somehow justify like a 10% pay rise for themselves. It's like, what the fuck?
That's what gets me. It's like, but when they're giving this advice out and stuff, it's like, it's not the. Do you know what I mean? This isn't the best. It's not always the best advice for the people.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, it just fits what they need people to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's the best option, the best thing going forward. So it's like when people are, we must. You have to abide by, I guess, a certain thing, but like, there's no harm in questioning it.
100%, mate, without a doubt. Like, I think if one thing I've learned from the whole lockdown thing and the whole pandemic is that they've basically admitted that they're essentially fucking making it up off the top of their head, weren't they? Because to be fair to them, it was an unprecedented situation. But at the same time, like you say, just because they're saying it doesn't mean we should just fucking be like, okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Then.
What gets me with shit, I understand you got rules and there's certain things, but like, I hate it when stuff doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then someone's telling me to do something that's got no rush. Like, so for instance, you're in the pub and
the masks.
They're like, right, you can't stand up. If you stand up, you got to put your mask on, but you can sit down and take your mask off. But if you stand up, it's like, well, okay, so it can only go over 4 foot.
Yeah. It's
but if you're tall, you're fucked. If you're short, you're all right. You're not going to catch it.
Yeah, mate. I'm going on the in a month's time. No, the 19th of July. I'm going to a wedding. Right, not allowed to sing.
What the fuck? I quite like that. So I can't sing.
Yeah, okay. But to be told as a restriction.
Yeah.
No singing. What the fuck is that? It's like no projecting your voice. You may as well be saying like, well, you're not allowed to shout either. Then.
Yeah.
You know, it's
that just like the restaurant thing. It's just like, if you're gonna let us walk in, sit down. Let's just go right. You know, I don't walking to and from places. Or no, you're not allowed to talk to anyone, are you?
No.
Either. You're not allowed to talk with another table or.
I don't mind that, to be fair.
No, I don't mind. Yeah, to be fair, don't mind it, but it's just weird.
Yeah,
because
like
the trouble is what happens with this is sometimes you give people power that have never had power, and then they're like, oi, I've walked in like, right, stop, after football or whatever to get a pint, and they're like, right, you must do this, put your mask on, like, fucking put it, and they're just like, go, and then you put your mask, and they're just making you do stuff, and it's just, I don't know,
100%,
unnecessary.
Yeah. I had a fucking late last year, I went to Co-op to use the post office, and I needed to write an address on one of the letters. So I went in there. There was nothing about like restricted time or anything like that, and I think there's 4 addresses to do, right? So I was stood there in the post office bit, writing these letters out, writing the addresses, Googling them on my phone, writing the letters, okay? Took a little bit longer than I was anticipating, but the security guard kept like looking at me, and I was like, is everything all right, mate? I'm using the post office. And he was like, well, there's a massive queue outside because you only allowed 3 people in at a time. So he then, I went, well, there's nothing about a time restraint in here, and actually you're slowing me down because we're having this conversation. He then went to the fucking front door. I shit you not. He went to the front door and shouted to the whole queue, yeah, the guy at the post office who's holding you all up, he'll be out in a minute. And I was just like, the queue's pissed off because they're standing in the rain for this fucking shop. And you've got this little fucking morsel of power in this fucking shop, and you're antagonising people. Like, you absolute pathetic, limp dick little prick. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you achieving? But it's just because, he seemed to have...
Dominance.
He felt like he had this authority over the shop of anyone that walked in there. Like,
you did step into his kingdom.
Yeah.
This is my fucking realm.
Yeah, I thought you absolutely...
Imagine in the older days, it'd be like, off with his head.
Yeah, isn't it?
Attack.
It's like, mate, I've got nothing against security, but you're security for a fucking corner shop. Calm down. It's like, fucking hell.
Oh, but go and live it.
But
corner shop.
Nice segue. Jobs Part 2 coming on Sunday. It's a great one. 2
Oh,
hours. Special.
Yeah.
2 hour special. But yeah, power going to people's heads. Like, and I don't know when the masks are abolished.
I think Jordan is going to murder someone at some point. I'm close. I've been to restaurants and that, and I'm on the edge now. I'm very much like, it's just going to take one person who's just going to say something really dumb, and I think I'm going to switch. Yeah. I am at tipping point, but
yeah. When the masks are optional, are you going to still wear them?
Oh, absolutely not. No. I'm going to be once all this shit is finished. I'm going to be the biggest cunt going. I ain't doing nothing.
I'm going to be gobbing on everyone.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm just so done. I'm so done with like rule. Like, I actually think it's going to get like, not the COVID thing. I just think people are going to be like so just crazy, and it's like the hippies, wasn't it? When they in the
rebelled.
Yeah,
that's true.
After the war, they just fucking mate.
Mate, we don't like to. I hate too many rules. I don't like
all this shit with the government and staying your like. Honestly, I want to start a cult. I want to start a farm.
It's just tiring, isn't it?
Let's do it.
Honestly, we went for. Like, we always go for beer after football, and then we went once, and this was height of like it just being ridiculous, and they were like, you can't come inside. It's raining, so like cool. So like, and then we sat down in the rain, already like wet from football, sat in.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you can't have a beer at this stage. I don't know what it was, but we couldn't get alcohol. So we were like, right, can we get some Cokes? So like, yeah, you can, but it's table service. So we had to log on to like an app in the rain. I was just like, what are we doing? Like, we're probably going to get ill. Like,
I think they've. I actually think there's a. I don't think you're allowed a beer. I don't think you're allowed to drive after a beer now. It's like 3 hours. I'm sure I've seen it on the thing the other day. Apparently, they're just not allowed to have a beer and drive. It takes 3 hours.
Jimmy's only just found out about not being able to drink and drive.
No, I think like if you haven't usually you're allowed beer.
So,
yeah, like
now,
two units in or whatever it is.
Yeah, wait there.
14 units.
14,
They've changed it now.
As long as you can identify your car in the car park, I'd say you're pretty solid and ready to go.
What do you mean I can't drive home? What?
Yeah, sure, I've seen it.
I just feel like with the whole lockdown thing, I'm slightly concerned that the government are now going to think, fucking hell, we told them to stay inside, and they did it. Like, I feel like I don't think they're gonna need like a massive excuse to pull something similar again. I mean, I understand. This is so, but I don't give a fuck anymore. I understand like infection rates and stuff. I understand, but we're literally crippled, and there's like fucking 5 people a day dying. Like like you can get. I'm sure more people have been hit by a fucking car. Do you know what I mean? It's getting to a point of frustration now.
What's annoying me is like they're already talking about how bad the winter's going to be. It's like,
yeah,
what? We're in the fucking summer, mate. We're trying to have a good like. Why are you bringing everyone down? Have some fucking positive. Have some positive attitude, you fucking blonde cunt.
But also as well, it's like okay.
It's like, oh well, you better watch out for the winter. It's like, brilliant, winter's ruined. We're not even fucking there yet.
Yeah.
It's like okay, you've got all the vaccines going. We've rolled out loads of them. Loads of people have got them. It's kind of working. You if it doesn't work, then you can't just keep going back to we'll have another massive lockdown again and get some more vaccinations. It's like we've tried everything we can. Now we've just got to kind of learn to live with it and do the best we can, rather than just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? It's like, because it's like then you get in a routine of like, right, okay, you need another vaccination for something else, and then you need another, and then having 2 or 3 vaccinations of different things is not going to be good for you anyway.
No, I think people accept that COVID is essentially like a new flu. We have the flu, we live with the flu, we have flu jabs, we just get on with it. Like, I think 60,000 people a year die from the flu. That's fucking tragic, but it fucking happens.
Mate, as the human race, we've lived with lots of stuff. We get through it, and it's not nice, and it's horrible, but we try our best, and we're doing our best, and it's like, but, you can't...
As an entrepreneur, I would rather die of COVID and all the small businesses be able to carry on earning money, just from like not a selfish thing, just I would rather die of COVID and let everyone keep earning money than fucking me be alive and all them other people suffer. That's so much more suffering than like, and that's like mental suffering of these companies and that that's just fucking but they don't get that shit because they don't run a business. They just sit in a fucking Houses of Parliament talking shit and getting paid for fuck all.
Yeah. And for kids and stuff, there's so much so there's like kids with all this worry about like going to school and like worrying about what they can do and what they can't do, and like they're doing stuff at school. It's just weird. It's like, I don't know. Just seems, I feel some of the stuff is just overkill.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Like some stuff irrational.
Yeah.
For what it is. I understand some, some of it.
Well, the thing that I've never understood, which I can only describe as fear-mongering, is the fact that if I got COVID today, then recovered from it fully, but within 28 days got hit by a bus and died, I would go down as a statistic as I died of COVID. What the fuck is that? So how inaccurate are these death numbers?
This is another thing. This is another thing which gets me. Is that the same again? Like with this, and I think this is probably what frustrates people with this like Hancock thing. It's like the same people telling us information are doing it to fit their prerogative.
Yeah.
Are we getting the true statistics of what's happening? And because you had all this stuff about in the height of it about hospitals, and then you had other people saying hospitals are empty. So yeah, it's very difficult to. I know it was bad at one point. I'm not denying that. But
it's not. The thing is that if you just look at the people that are dying, it's bad. We're sorry for all the people that have died. But all the people that are alive that are fucking losing their shit. This is fucking a lot of people up, man. I don't think it's being spoken about. Like, I haven't seen on the telly once an advert like it. Are you suffering with mental health due to coronavirus? Like, call this number. Like, where the fuck is that message for everyone? Because, like I say, I'm in quite a fucking good position, and it even affects me. So everyone else, man, like, fair play, fucking do you know what I mean? Like, what? I just don't get it.
You have to draw a line, don't you?
That's the thing. It's like
between like the risk of what it is, and take that risk as a rational with like other diseases, flu, AIDS, cancer,
fucking war, man. War, people,
alcohol,
soldiers,
cigarettes,
they die for saving the country.
Yeah, well, you have to put it in. You have to slot it into one of those, figure out where it is, and then go. It's not like we know cigarettes and alcohol's bad. Like,
it's just fucking smoking. Ban the shit. If you're banning people, ban smoking.
Ban alcohol. Alcohol probably causes a lot. I don't know the stats. I imagine alcohol, but imagine the rationale with banning alcohol. Obviously it's just not going to happen. It would be uproar. But then it's like, what? But you can take away the nightclubs. Take away the pubs.
Yeah, fucking smoking, man. Like
100%. But the tax money's nice though, so that's why they do it. It's all bollocks. Like, if you think that the government cares about you, smoking is the perfect fucking allegory for the fact that they don't.
I heard a thing on the radio, I think today. I can't say about it, but it was like, you're going to get vouchers to quit smoking, which I just thought that was interesting. It's good to give people incentive to quit it, and they were like, it's been proven that the success rate of that is 2 out of 10. So then I thought of the other 8 people going to get these vouchers, 400 quid worth of vouchers that just. I am a smoker. Can I have 400 quid? Just interesting.
It really is. It really is.
God, we've had a little.
I know. It's
good to get it out, isn't it? It's a good therapy session, actually.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we'll put it under the guise of conspiracy. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But the hospitals is very interesting. I've got a friend who works in one hospital near me. I've got a cousin who works in another, and they've both said, well, my friend literally had shift cuts because it was so dead last year, and my cousin said that it was the quietest that she had ever seen it. Obviously, initially it was like, but after it literally just died off.
One thing I heard as well. Oh, sorry, to interrupt.
No, I was just going to say, and it was almost like they were kind of riding the hysteria because it was quieter in reality. One
thing I heard as well is where they stopped all the appointments with everything going in, that when stuff started to open up, the hospitals were well busy, but it wasn't for COVID. It was for trying to get bookings for cancer rates had gone up, lots of other rates of other stuff. People, I remember I had the worst wisdom tooth thing, and my mouth was swollen, and it was agony. And normally you go to an emergency, and that just no one would. I was like, man, I was taking like loads of painkillers, and they're like, no, we just can't see her.
Yeah.
They were like, and I went for a whole thing, and I was like, what if it's like an emergency? I was like, my face is swelling up. They were like, well, you can get some antibiotics, but you can't come collect them until like a week. I was thinking, well, what? Why am I waiting a week?
Yeah.
Like, it was all really strange.
Post it out. Bastards.
Bastards. But hopefully, yeah, like I say, everything's a lot better than it was. But yeah, it feels like as soon as it creeps up, which we know it's going to creep up a bit. Do you know what I mean? There just needs to be it just needs to be on a rational level. Like, if we're going to stop procedures or stop stuff, it needs to come. The risk needs to match, I think, and it doesn't always.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go out to dinner, and don't worry about wear a mask or whatever. But just I know what you mean. Just have fucking normal rules.
Yeah.
Just stop with the dumb shit.
Yeah, just set a rule.
That's what pisses people off. Is like when all these little things. Just
I've been told what to do.
Make it nice and easy. Yeah, nice. And
we went to a pub watching after one of the games, and they were all right, sit there. And then my mate got up to play pool, and it was just like, no, you can't. You can put your money down, then you got to go and sit down, and then wait, and then when it's free. Like, so you can't have a crossover with the people that are on it. And it was really weird. It was just like this, it was so bizarre.
Yeah.
To play a game of pool. And it's just, I don't know. I don't think the people, they haven't got the set rules. The people don't know what they're doing, so people just make shit up.
Yeah.
But the thing is that these people that are working in these places, they're like fearmongered that they're going to get fines. And
true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not always their fault.
They
don't know.
They don't know. Owns a bar, and like, I'm like, do I need to wear my mask when I come in? He's like, because I'm fucking shitting myself, and it's just me and him. You know what I mean? I'm just going in there. It's just me and him, and it's like fucking like. But he's like, if I didn't have to do it, if he weren't scared about it, he would have just don't worry about it, mate. But like, it was like, so they're being threatened with fine. They're probably finding the shit out of everyone. They're probably getting a load of money out of people doing that way.
You got to think about that side. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they're fucking cunts, mate.
Again, it's worrying, isn't it? Again, because like, if you don't think about that and you go somewhere and someone's like, put your mask on, do this, do that, like, and you're not having a good experience, then you're going to be like, well, that place is shit. I'm not going back, and they're just going to lose business.
Yeah,
but it's not really not their fault, is it?
No.
And the thing is, they've been shut for so long that they can't afford fines and being shut down for any longer. So they have to abide by these people fucking need the money, like these pubs and these restaurants. It's like, I say, I don't think it's so much the owners. I mean, it's just the fucking, like, have some fucking compassion for all these people that haven't been able to run their businesses for fucking ages. Like, I just think it's scummy that they're coming up with all these fucking dumb rules.
It's a very difficult subject.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the nightclubs now are gonna. I can't remember, but they were saying, they thought they were opening on the latest one. I don't think that a lot of them have got the cash flow to keep it going.
Yeah,
can't imagine. Nightclubs to me seem like a world, like another world, another time.
Yeah, it's interesting. And gyms apparently were really struggling, like especially with the second one, that it nearly finished a lot of them off.
Yeah. Because I guess they had to adopt their memberships so that if there's a lot of lockdown, they pause it, sort of thing.
So apparently, the gym that I go to, that had they basically last year, they were like, look, we're an independent business, blah blah blah. If you could continue to support us by maintaining your membership, that would be amazing. Apparently, had that not have happened, had people not done that, they would have went under. Yeah, which is just it's crazy. But in answer to Eagle, sorry, I know the chat's been going off. We just got very into the conversation. We do normally respond to the chat. I think it's also important to read comments like what Jeff says. I work at a main hospital in Cardiff, and people were on beds in the corridors. Stop this! They weren't full bullshit. I just want to say, obviously, I completely understand that, and I'm not denying that, and I'm sure all of the hospitals were. What I'm saying is anecdotal, I guess you'd call it, evidence from people that I know that work in them as nurses told me that after a while they died down to a point where they were really quiet. That is the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not denying that hospitals are busy. Of course they were when the pandemic first kicked off. Not denying that for a second. Sienna saying same here in Oxford, to be honest. But just like you're saying that they were rammed, I'm saying from the hospitals that I've been given evidence from that after a while they weren't. So, yeah.
And like I say, everyone involved, all the people that have been working their bollocks.
Oh my God,
like amazing. Like we're not taking. Like I say, it's just a fucking discussion. If we're not allowed to discuss stuff and talk about it, then
what's the point?
We're all fucked anyway.
It's good. Tell you what, though, it's good that people put on. Like I say,
that's what I mean. I like when people write stuff like this. And
like Jeff putting that. That's brilliant because it's like, okay, cool. That's another like legit person that says, Cardiff was full, and it's like cool. So like, because I think it's important to have. It's important
to talk about it.
Yeah, and have different bits of information.
You need to know, don't you? Like the news ain't gonna fucking tell you what the fuck's going on, aren't they?
So that's I like
tell you the worst.
Yeah, that's like I say, you go. I spoke to a guy who worked at Stevenage Hospital, and he said to me, "Yeah, it was crazy. Like it was rampant."
Yeah.
And then you got other hospitals that aren't as bad, but
but
like I say, there's. Yeah, it's weird. And like, so 2018, the hospitals were rammed with a massive flu. It's the biggest flu virus. There's like 50,000 deaths from it. It was rammed. It was rammed then as well. Yeah,
and I don't want to be misconstrued. Like the people that have told me this, they also said that it was rammed initially. But my point the point is, it died off. But in the media, it was as if it was still maxed out, when in reality shifts were being cut. So was it? But take my hat off to any fucking NHS worker during the fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, and it's taken.
I think that this that I saw a thing about Hancock. I realised why we got onto this. That's the thing. It's like this is why conversations like this have been held, and people just think we've been so obedient as a nation, and like everyone's gone out their way, like business are closed. Like, I know loads of people who've like stuck all the rules, and I think we've all done a really good job.
We all have. Everyone has. Everyone's held it all in, all the frustration and everything.
And then the people that are fucking telling you to do it, just go like they're doing what the fuck. Yeah, maybe not all of them. Maybe he's an isolated case, but it just doesn't bode well when it's like. It's someone running the ship.
Needs his fucking.
I've literally, as we're talking, I've just got a message saying I need to book my vaccine. I do need to do that.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's talking too much. Let's vaccinate that cunt.
Yeah. Before anyone leaps to any fucking conclusions, I've had my fucking vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just someone that likes to ask questions. You know what I mean? And also, nothing's clear cut. Nothing is ever as it seems, There's motives and agendas everywhere.
It's a discussion. Yeah. That's what we do. We come in and discuss things. Yeah, we open up conversations. We like people to get involved. Right, like I say, that's why you've got the comment section. You can get involved in it. We'll answer.
The thing that gets this is another thing. So like Hancock's there and he's telling the nation, right, we must do this, this, and this to protect yourselves, and we do this, and this is business. It's guiding you and giving the nation advice on what they need to do. Now, if it's like snogging some other bird, do you know what I mean? Then he doesn't. With what he's saying, he don't believe in. He knows it's all bollocks. So it's like, how is that going to if you're saying something that you don't believe in, then that's bollocks. Like, how is that going to translate to everyone else? They're just going to be like. So that's my thing about it. Is like, if it's going to lead by example. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And be a.
In light of this, I think he should be sacked.
He's been caught out.
100. This is what I'm saying. He needs to be fucking sacked, man. The geezer needs to be sorted out. Yeah. Some cunt needs to bash him over the head.
He's a little snake in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the thing. If it's a fucking restaurant, they get fined fucking. These people who haven't been getting money for fucking months on end.
Yeah,
if they do something wrong, they get fucking fined when they haven't got no fucking money anyway. Yeah. If it's him. What's he doing?
They're making excuses.
You should be gone, mate. You should be gone.
I agree.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
He'll resign. He'll have a nice resignation.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be sorting him out. They'll be like, what package can we put together?
Yeah.
He's probably lined up a load of good contracts already. Well, we know that happened, don't we? In the have you seen the contracts that were set up for like school care?
Oh yeah, it was his best mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I think at one point it was. I've read one article. Again, it's an article, so it depends where the bias is coming from. But it was costing like £800 an hour to look after the child. The amount they were charging in these lump sums, and just other protocols were just getting missed out. They were just getting lumps of money to like look after certain groups, and it was a proper mess.
Insane.
But loads of money getting exchanged, because I think the normal procedures they would have had to go through, they just didn't have to, because it was, they just needed to get stuff done quick.
Yeah.
A lot of shortcutting.
There's so many companies that have made absolute bank through this fucking
yeah, for sure.
Fucking hell.